Hello there, Tuesday the 16th of August 2011. Welcome to today's United Kingdom talk. And first of all, by the way, did you hear, sorry, there was no show yesterday, another very busy day. Yesterday I was hoovering out the lean-to that we just put the new roof on. It was absolutely full of cobwebs. I mean, 25 years of cobwebs probably in there. And what started out, I thought to myself, I'll do this in an hour. And it's one of those jobs you think it's going to do an hour. 2.5 hours later, I'd finished. So I kind of run out of time to do the chat show. But I did tell you there'll be a few less shows probably this week because I would like to get these jobs finished now, you know. So sorry, I missed you yesterday. I must say today, a very happy birthday to my dear, dear sister, Sharon. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear sister. Happy birthday to you. Who, incidentally, I'm going to be seeing tomorrow night. My sister is coming over Wednesday night because I'm taking her on her first plane flight ever. And my nephew Jimmy as well, 14 years old. We're going to Glasgow and back on Thursday, so very much looking forward to that. So happy birthday, sis. How old are you today? You must be 40. Are you 45 or 46? I can't remember how old. Anyway, happy birthday, sis. All right? My lovely sister birthday. One of the other things you may have noticed on Sunday's show was there was a very, very loud purring noise. That was actually Katie. Throughout the whole show, what had happened is my little tie mic, which usually sits here, you can hear it, listen, okay? My little microphone that's usually clipped here dropped down to my lap. Now, these microphones are very, very sensitive, very, very good quality microphone. It's a little Sony lapel mic, and even on my lap it will pick up my voice. But of course, it fell down to right next to Katie's chest, and she sounded like a lion, didn't you? And throughout the whole show, you could hear her purring. That's what that noise was. Well, you knew that anyway, did you? Such a happy cat. So that's what that was, all right? Okie doke. Oh, yes, a lot of people asking, when is the next cookery show? Well, I'm pleased to say I'm going to do a cookery show tomorrow. Okay, so Wednesday's show, I shall be showing you how to make corn chicken and mushroom pie. Not using any chicken, corn of course, suitable for vegetarians, and that's on tomorrow's show. Probably be a bit longer than normal. I will look at the recipe. And there's quite a lot involved there. I'm not actually sure how long it's going to take, that show, but it'll certainly be longer than the 10 minutes that we usually do, all right? So cookery show tomorrow. Get your notepads and your pens ready. I expect you to be trying it at home as well. All right? Okay, lots of emails coming in, boys and girls. Got to say hello to Alan8943, regular correspondent to the show. Hello, Alan. We were talking about my broccoli, which has been eaten recently by caterpillars, which incidentally came back again the other day. I think something is laying caterpillars on my broccoli, and I have to keep going around the leaves and squashing them. Otherwise, there'll be nothing left. And Alan says, I bought 18 marigold plants and put them all round the back garden. Within 3 days, they'd all been eaten by slugs and snails. He says, I'm sure that they were watching from behind the shrubbery, and as soon as I walked away, they were in contact with their friends and relations to come round for a feast at my expense. You can't be wrong, Alan, I'm telling you, it's true. He says, all I was left with was a stem standing out of the ground. What a palaver. Thank you, Alan. I know exactly what you mean. That's happened to me. It's actually quite amusing, actually. You get up one morning, you look out, and all there are these stems sticking out of the ground. Not a hint of a leaf anywhere, is there? Fortunately, my broccoli plants didn't get to that stage, but I've got to keep an eye on them. Thank you, Alan. Always a pleasure to hear from you, sir. All right. There's an email address if you want to join in at any time. Please feel free to do so. Email is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. James writes, we were talking about a Harry Potter film a little while ago, which I went to see. Fantastic, the latest one. Hi, Chris. I did go and see the new Harry Potter film. It was quite sad in the middle, and I saw the movie in IMAX 3D. Yes, so did I. And the graphics are so real that when the snake exploded and turned into ash, I was trying to get the ash. What, were you putting your hand up in the seminar trying to get hold of the ash? Yeah, it is quite realistic in there, isn't it? And you were talking about email scams. if it seems too good to be true, it usually is not true. I've got Norton Internet Security, which helps get rid of phishing emails and alerts you to websites that are linked to phishing attacks. It's worth paying a little extra to stop being conned and stop viruses. Yeah, now I've got a virus scanner thing. I've got McAfee personally. There are other ones that you pay for. Norton's another one. There are some free ones. And I'm sure they're very good. I think Virgin, actually, my internet supplier, gives away a free virus program as well. But I don't know. I just think you get what you pay for, you know. And I prefer to pay for virus scanner. But as I say, there are some free ones out there. James says the weather's been all over the place at the moment, and I hope it doesn't stop you from knocking your shed down. Well, it did one day, but we're moving on now, and stop you doing from your repairs. Well, got the roof on the other bit, so that's all right. But I hope it does rain extremely heavy on those people rioting and looting. What a sad state of affairs that is, from James. Yes, and more emails coming in about the looting last week and the rioting in London, which thank God has now stopped. Nick, our cabbie, writes, "Hi Chris, God, if I ever need cheering up. After the dreadful events last week, been witnessing the carnage firsthand this morning when he went out in his cab. It's all very sad." Yeah, it is all very sad, you know, but fortunately it stopped. We had a hell of a lot of police on the streets of London Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday last week. And, you know, I quite like it. You went all the main roads, they seem to have police down them. Not hundreds, but, you know, a van down almost every other street, and I like it. That's, to me, good policing, visible policing. Who's going to come out and looting if there's police everywhere? It's not going to happen, is it? He says, in answer to your question about my recent video, yes, it was the lovely Fifi appearing in my recent video. And she's asked me to tell you to lay off traffic wardens, and she used to be one of Kingston's finest. Oh, really? Was she really? I bet you. I can't believe she would ever let anyone get away with anything. Oh, excuse me, can I have a warning? She'd put on that stern face that she's got and say no, slap a ticket on and just walk away. That's Fifi. As for talentless and unphotogenic people on the TV, we were talking about that recently, that shouldn't be on. Just watch Meridian tonight on the ITV. He says it's useless. I haven't seen that. In Bracknell, we do have dual service for television. We get London and the South. But since I went digital, my area was pointing at Crystal Palace in London, so I don't get the South anymore. Although I might be able to get it on the satellite. Oh, I can't get it on satellite either because I've taken that dish now. My satellite dish was actually on the shed. So when the shed comes down, a pole will have to be put up and put it on there. I don't know how easy they are to set up. Satellite dishes, has anyone ever set one of those up themselves? Or do I need to get someone in for that? The wiring's there. It's just a case of putting the dish back up. I might have a go and just point it around and see what happens. He says, on the flip side, two extremely talented individuals who should definitely be on TV are Chris Reardon. Well, who's the other one then? Oh, come on, Nick. I am not what people want on the telly. And that's the truth of it. There must have been, okay, there must have been people of importance who have seen this show now, you know, and thought, oh, not him again. What's he going on about? You know how it is. You know how it is. They don't want me. I'm unwanted. I am unwanted. Hello to Joe7373, who wants to know, what is a tow rag? We were talking about tow rags. He says, or is it tow rag? T-O-W. I don't know what either one is. I do know that if you put those rioters in jail, more likely they'll come out real bad and madder. Yes, I agree. If you put them in the army, you'll just teach them to kill, and you may not like that either. I do not know. Maybe a trade school, or kill them. Maybe just find out, ask them what the problem is and work on it. Joe, I believe the army thing is the way to go. People go in the army and they are taught discipline. I'm not sure how it's taught, but they are taught discipline. You know? So maybe that's the way to go, the army thing. I believe if people go in the army, then that would work. Now, you're asking what a tow rag was. I did have an answer here from Carl, and I can't find it now. Can you believe that? I can't find the answer here from Carl. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? But it was something about tow rag. It was something about having a bad foot and putting a piece of rag around it. I'll try and find out on the show after next, right? Because we're doing the cookery show tomorrow. And finally, a Twitter message. I don't get many Twitter messages. On the other hand, I'm not on it very much. My Twitter is Chris Reardon UK, if you want to follow me on that, okay? My Twitter is Chris Reardon UK. By the way, it's the same Facebook name I use as well. My Facebook username is also Chris Reardon UK. And Richard writes, society is going to the dogs, and your latest video on Sunday was on a new roof. Love it. Well, here on the show, we do like to choose the most important things in your lives, boys and girls. And come on, you'd rather hear about my shed roof than rioting in London, wouldn't you? Anyway, that's it for the show today. Don't forget, tomorrow's show is a cooking show showing you how to make corn, chicken and mushroom pie. The cat can't decide whether she wants to sit on my lap or not today, can you? All right, the email address, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. I've got a busy week, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. More shed to knock down. I'm taking my sister and nephew on a little plane journey on Thursday. God, I'll do some more emails probably on Friday's show, I would guess now, or Thursday or Friday's show, all right? Thanks for watching and listening. Bye-bye.